Welcome back to Seabird's sauna. We've been hit by an incredible heat wave. So this week we're taking matters into our own hands to transform our 40-degree project boat into a much more comfortable 30-degree project boat. We've thrown every trick in the book at it. So we've just installed a new shade. It's actually really comfy. And I think we finally managed to create the most comfortable living conditions that we could have in a plastic boat in the south of France on the hard. Oh, and we also discovered that we've got a few unexpected stowaways living on board. Very exciting stuff.
The name of the game today is screw that on. You will see the white cable, but hopefully it won't be too bad. So I've read the instructions more or less. I've got to stick the pad on. So it comes with these little bits, and then it just slips on. Needs to be roughly there. About there looks acceptable. Actually put one dot. Obviously nothing's over straight in a boat. Line that up. Touch on the chain. Stick it on with the double-sided tape. Yeah, a bit dubious about the fan just being held up on gel coat, but you know, the inner lining. That seems okay. Alright, so let's get a few screws in and call it a day. Got to wire up. Okay, now let's get the fan on. These little screws, pretty good. Yeah, pretty happy with that. It's not really in the way when I'm cooking. I can only get so much of my hair caught in it, or I can move it out the way. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Looks alright. I went to the Chandler's this morning because I didn't have the right cable for the job. 1.5, 4, but no 2.5. So now I've got to run a cable from the switchboard to this fan and then all the way along to the fan in the V-berth. So let's empty the cupboard, get my china out, and from there I can drill some holes and get stuff done. Because it's been so warm, I think most important is to get some ventilation. Then it's probably not as much of a chore to actually work in the boat. Yep, empty. Oh, no, one left. Managed to get the hole in angles and the lighting, and the camera positioning wasn't good, but it's a bit awkward. Nothing's ever as simple as it seems. So now I'm just going to pull through what I need and take it from there. There's the cables all run and hidden as best as I can. Hopefully that'll be okay. It's in a cupboard. You can't really see it. In fact, you can't see it at all. It's only because the camera's inside. I did honestly do all the work myself. I didn't sub it out to anybody else. All the profanity was all Stu. So now let's get some power and start cooling this boat down. This one is the fan for the cabin, the aft cabin. This one is the galley fan. I was gonna put this on its own circuit It sounds more fancy than it is because everything's just lashed in with Wagos. Need to build a wall and get a switchboard on, but the fans will be on their own circuit. Okay, so the negative goes in. So there's the cabin fan on. And now for the moments of truth. It's one's timer, one's power. Wait. Oh yeah. So 3 speeds. Pretty good.
This fan has made a massive change in our quality of life, and is now 24 hours on pretty much. But it is not enough.
Not enough.
It's getting quite bad in here at the moment. So we've had to take the big boy out of the shed. And that is why it's so noisy in here. And Stuart is trying to make a little shelf for it, because there's nothing worse than having things on the way in the boat. That is not a good place for it. Plus he's sitting on boxes that we actually need. So he's trying to make a little shelf on here.
I'm also just making a little lockout for the cooker.
So what is that?
Just so the gimbal's not always active.
So it's not always gimbling.
Yeah.
When we're sailing, if we don't want the cooker to gimbal, we'll lock it with this thing. So it's gonna make a hole in the wall so the bar can go in and lock it in place.
I found another offcut. This was a bulkhead, and I've always said, well, what do you do with that? What do you do with that bit of wood?
Well, look at that. It's perfect for our purpose now.
Yep. But I think we need to add a drain and a little bucket, so let's try and move it without turning it off.
So temperature will go up crazy.
Yeah. Okay. And the cable.
Wait. Sorry, that was my bad.
Go up. Okay. Down.
Problema. Okay, we need something to put on top of that wood.
Going up. Why does the hose need to be so fat? Technical problem. The hose is a
Where
bit.
did we put these now? No.
The hose is a wee bit short. Whilst I'm on the electrical mission running cables, I also want to organise there's a junction box up here, which I want to put in this cupboard. I didn't have the cupboard when I did the electricity, so I'm just going to try and get rid of a lot of these cables and run them inside the cupboard with the junction box up here. Up in there is no more junction box. Looks a lot neater and tidier. Got a new switch line in, which runs down and then goes under this board. And up in this little cupboard is the junction box. So apart from clipping those cables and the one that runs under the sofa, it's job well done. I had to make a handful of these, or should I say a pocket full. These poke in up here, and that's where the cables sit. Cool. Okay, so that rather seems okay. Now I just have to look under here in the galley. The cables are in the galley now. Got them in from the engine room. Now we've just got to go all the way along to the other side of that bulkhead. Let's give this a go.
Et voila! Stuart had to go and source these elbow thingy, and now we made it work. Look at that shelf. Perfect. We just switched it off because it was quite noisy for you to be able to hear us. I made a new cardboard thingy. I've also put some reflection stuff on the outside, and whilst Stuart was looking for this piece, I tidied up the V-berth, which very much needed to be done, and let's see how long it lasts like this. So we are ready to drill the hole for the doohickey.
Yeah, that's it. You can tell it's been a busy day, but I fared it out.
There.
Oh yeah, that's good.
You got it?
Yeah. Put your weight on it. All right, let go. There we are.
Locked in place. Perfect.
Cool.
That's the good thing, even if the boat is not completely level, the cooker is hanging, so we can make it level, even if we are a little bit crooked. Sorry guys, we've stopped every single cooling device to get the noise out, but it is too hot. I am sure that everywhere in Europe, pretty much at the moment, is struggling with the heat, and we are as well. So we've tried all the techniques that we can to keep the boat and ourselves cool. So we've just installed a new shade. Got some triangular canvas, and we've kind of managed to, with the shrouds and the forestay and the halyard, to make a little tent. So now during the hottest parts of the day, that big shade is gonna be over the boat. Hopefully it works. At least, you know, the hatch is open all day, so we get the breeze but not the sun coming in through the hatch. Looks pretty neat. We've got the umbrella on the back, and we have chicks right there. Stu saw the other day a few twigs and he was like, oh, I think someone is building a nest. And then we were like, well, now that they've built it, we'll let them have their babies there. Once the babies go, we'll be covering that hole. Poops are starting to come out. I can hear them. Tweet, 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 tweet. I see if I can get a shot for you. Stuart is trying to sort out the lighting and some cabling, so we're about to make a decision.
To be honest, what it is we're trying to get all the fans put in, and I'm not going to run one cable when I can run loads of cables, because it's just a waste of my time. I can leave, you know, I don't need to connect these now, but I can just leave the loops of cable where they need to be. So just figuring out, these are going to go on the tow rail.
What are those?
The nav lights.
Yeah, I'm saying for the people to know.
Just so people can see us in the dark. Who goes sailing in the dark?
So they either go somewhere there or somewhere there. And the difference is that there is a bulkhead in between. So we need to decide if the cable needs to go to the anchor locker or to the V-berth. Maybe I should go down and look.
Okay, you do that. Salut.
Okay, go on. Or what's the other option? Go for the back.
All right, cool.
Because I'm thinking it might be easier, right?
Well, I'll just make them off in the V-berth. I've still got to run the cable through here, so I'll run that cable as well.
Okay, decision made.
All right. The bulkhead is here, so we're talking 1/2 meter from the bulkhead. It's fine.
Okay.
All right, cool. That's that sorted.
Nice one. Oh yeah, and this is another upgrade to deal with the heat. In the afternoon, this area is all shaded, so we can chill in the hammock if it's getting too hot and we need a break. It's actually really comfy, but it is work time. Work time. Trying to neaten things up.
Yeah, because it's getting to the point now where we need to start thinking about actual cable runs in the engine room. So I need to pull all of these cables, which will go around the top and then down here to the switchboard.
Across the floor of the cockpit and onto this wall where the switch panel is going to go.
Yeah. So here we have the pooper, and here is the navigational lights.
By poopers too means the pump that empties the
Poop.
black water tank.
Yeah, the macerator pump. 4 foot, 4 cable ties. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. That's that.
Do you need any tools?
I've got them here. Unless you want to pass me a drill, the impact driver. That will save me. Cheers, Simon. Definitely easier than my file down.
A screwdriver. Stu likes his cables tidy and neat.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Just lash them in. Okay. Cool. $11.50 for a bag of cable ties. Miss Screw Fix. So this is the aggro we go through just to get the fans working.
Yeah, in a house you buy a fan.
You plug it in.
You want me to pull?
Yeah, go on then. Yep. What else is going forward?
Lighting.
That goes that way.
Okay. Fans. You just put it
This
on.
way. And the second, if we get another fan for my side of the bed, then that will go that way.
Anchor windlass.
The charging won't be here. The charging will come off here and we'll go up behind anyway. What else can you think of?
Plugs
What?
in the heads.
No, they run lower.
Okay, not the same run.
No, that goes round, and it's because you've got to have like minimum 6 inches
Between runs.
Yeah, between 12 volt and mains, and that will go.
Do you know the explanation for that?
Yeah, they did tell me once, but I don't need the explanation. I just need to know.
I like to know the whys, so if anyone who is watching knows why there needs to be a certain distance between 12 volt and mains electric, it'd be interesting to know. Now, that cable goes here, and I think I need to pull it.
This one. Yeah, that's it. Yep. Yep, pull, pull, pull.
Do I need to pull a lot?
No. You probably, yeah, keep going. All right, that's probably too much. Back to me. Yeah, that's enough, honey.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
All right. Why is that? Okay, cool. That'll do. Yeah, there. That'll do. This is the fan circuit, I think. Hold on. Yeah, 2.5.
Okay, can you talk to me?
Yeah, just tell me when the loop's gone. How's that?
No, you need to pull more. Slow. A bit more. There.
Okay, cool. So that's the fan, the nav lights and the macerator pump. I don't know if you can see, but there is the macerator pump.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm just hot and bothered.
Let's open this hatch.
Oh, I didn't want to let. Okay. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, positive. Come on. You're probably glad that you only got me doing half of this job, because of, I would say, a couple of profanities. Okay. Now all I need from you is to pull the cable in the room next door.
Okay.
Or the cabin, as some of you like to call it. Yep, go, go, go. Alright, slowly, slowly. Yeah.
There?
Yeah, probably good enough.
Okay. So basically what's happening is that we want this fan working and that fan on the bed, which is gonna go in the saloon. So the cable is gonna do all the way to this corner. Nice. Oh yeah, now that we're here, check that out. There used to be a piece of wood on that corner.
A rotten piece of wood.
Yeah, we had the thought of using a little bit of colored plastic, and I think it looks pretty cool.
We haven't stuck it on yet.
The only thing is that whoever is staying on the beaver, if they really, you know, they really want to, they can open the hatch and then poke their head through that hole and see you doing your business.
Or they could just open the door.
Yeah, but if they want to be nosy, but I think it's pretty cool. Lets a little bit of light in for the plants.
It's hot and I'm frustrated. Okay, so we're aiming for about there. This is obviously the berth where you can fully stretch out. This cupboard's going, so that's probably the best we got. Right. Cool, around there. That's on. Take this thing.
A bit to the left with your bottom hand.
Like this?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, cool. How many do I need? 6. You saw me lashing in that cable, getting it through the anchor locker. That's the run above the bulkhead, at the top of the bulkhead in the anchor locker. Managed to get the nav lights just lashed in, so that's good. And now this is only a temporary because, not really a temporary. I will neaten this cable up once this cupboard's gone. I can actually get to the back and tidy up everything. How well does that stick? Very good enough. So that's that all connected. The nice thing is, at least with this fan, I managed to hide the cable. In theory, if I hit this button, oh look at that.
Oh!
Okay. Hang on. Hey, look, it looks like it's not going that quick on the camera.
Nice.
I've wired in what I can, but as you can see, until we put the pieces on for the cables to go behind, this is as good as it's going to get. So that's the port light, and here you can see that would be nice if it was, that's the starboard, and then here is the starboard nav light. Here are some cable ties that are done with, and I'm hoping that's about it. Yeah, so we're doing pretty good. We're pulling in like 700, nearly 700 watts per day per panel. So that's good. And eco waving, put the old battery on. So we're pretty much running at 100%, and that's with the fridge and the fans and the lighting. I'm just trying to think what else we're really going to have. The freezer and the autopilot and the instruments will be as and when we're sailing. Yay. We've spent the week trying to prepare the boat for what looks like it's going to be a pretty hot summer. Production levels are withering a little bit, but I'm sure once we get into the swing of the hot weather we'll be fine. So bear with it. We've still got quite a few projects on the go. So have a great week, and see you next week. Cheers.